Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel by Gnanmanjari Modern School. Our subject is Science for Standard 9th. In the previous video, we have discussed about the motion, in the chapter motion about speed, velocity, distance, displacement, scalar quantity, vector quantity, uniform motion, non-uniform motion. In this session, we will discuss the graphical representation of different type of motions. Graph provides the basic information for variety of events. When you watch the cricket match in the TV, then you can say that by the different bowlers or by the different batsmen, what is the rate of their batting, what is the rate of their batting, what is the speed of their bowling. So these different situations are shown by the graphical. So it is very helpful to give the knowledge about any particular event. Now, how we show this motion by the graph? I am giving you the basic knowledge about the graph. As you know, the graph is called Cartesian plane. The horizontal axis is called x-axis. The vertical axis is y-axis, and these two axes are perpendicular to each other, and due to these two axes, the graph paper divides in 4 parts, and each part is called quadrant. This is the first quadrant, this is the second, this is the third, and this is fourth quadrant. So Cartesian plane divides in 4 parts by 2 axes. In the first quadrant, the number both are positive. X coordinate is positive, y coordinate is also positive. In the second quadrant, x coordinate is negative, y coordinate is positive. In the third, both are negative, and in the third both are negative, and in the fourth quadrant, x is negative and x is positive and y is negative. So these are the different situations we draw in the graph paper. But to show the motion means velocity time graph, distance time graph, we will consider only the first quadrant. We have to forget about these 3 quadrants. So for the different situation, the graph will be like this. Suppose, first of all, we are considering about the distance time graph. Means by a particular vehicle, how much distance is covered by the vehicle in a particular interval of time. So these are 2 axes here. Suppose this is y-axis, this is x-axis. Y-axis shows the time, x-axis shows the time, and suppose it is in minute. How many minutes the particular vehicle covers, how much distance. So this is the distance. This information you should write while drawing the graph. Distance, suppose it is in meter. Time is in minute, and suppose distance is in meter. This m for meter, this m for minute. Suppose it is like this. 10, 20, 30, 40. And suppose this is 10 meter, 20, 30 meters, 40. Now, we will see the different situations of the distance time graph. In that, the first one, if the graph is straight line parallel to the x-axis, if the situation is like this, the graph is like this, then what it indicates? It indicates that the object is stationary because the time passes but object shows only 40 meters. So, this graph shows that it shows that object is stationary. If it is parallel to the x-axis, it is stationary. When the graph is of distance time graph, these two things are very important. Now, second situation. If the graph is like this, if on the x-axis time is given, it may be in the seconds, it may be in the minutes, hour, whatever you have to take. Suppose I am taking in the minutes, and distance on y-axis, it is in suppose meter, kilometer, centimeter are the unit of distance because it is a length. Second, hour, minutes are the unit of time. Suppose the graph is like this, straight line. So, this indicates that this is the second situation. It indicates that vehicle is moving with uniform speed. Means as the time passes, the distance increases. If it is straight line, what it indicates? The vehicle is moving with uniform speed. And third situation, time, distance. If it is, the graph is like this, then it is said that non-uniform motion. Uniform motion we can say, and here non-uniform motion, because here in a definite interval of time the vehicle travels fixed distance. So, the graph is straight line, it indicates uniform motion. And here the thing is different. In the particular interval of time, the vehicle travels not equal distance. If equal interval, equal distance, uniform motion. Equal interval of time but not the equal distance, then it is called non-uniform motion. So, we have studied here about the three situations for time distance graph. Stationary object, object with uniform motion, and object with non-uniform motion. This is the graphical representation of motion. And now we will discuss the graphical representation of the velocity time graph. This is distance. This is now our next point is velocity time graph. Here there are 4 different cases. As you know, velocity is a vector quantity. Distance traveled by an object in a time, particular time, this ratio is called velocity. And now this is the graphical representation. Suppose the graph is like this, time and velocity. What is the unit of velocity? It can be meter per second, it can be kilometer per hour, and for time it may be in hour, or it may be in minute, it may be in second. Suppose here we are taking in hour. And velocity, kilometer per hour. Suppose our graph here is a straight line. Ten, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30, 40. One, two, three, 4. Time suppose in hour. And if the graph is straight line, what it shows? It represents that the object is moving with uniform velocity. Recall the graph, distance and time. So if it is straight line, what it indicates? It indicates the object is stationary. And if the graph is of time and velocity, what it indicates? Object is moving with uniform velocity. Now, suppose our graph is like this. It shows the object is moving with accelerated motion. Now again we recall what is acceleration. As we have learned in previous video, acceleration is rate of change in velocity. When velocity changes in given time, this ratio is called acceleration. We have also solved some numericals based on acceleration. The formula was A is equal to V minus U upon T, where V indicates final velocity, U indicates initial velocity. The difference divided by time is called acceleration. Also we have learned about the unit of acceleration is meter per second square. This is the new physical term introducing here. You haven't learned this in the lower standard. So this is about the accelerated motion. Now, accelerated, this is the accelerated motion. Now, what is uniform acceleration? Today I am introducing new term. So, not only the acceleration but uniform acceleration. I am giving you one example. Suppose you score 40 marks in any test out of 50. In the next test, you score 42 marks. In third test, if you score 44 marks, and in the next test, if you score 46 marks, means here the ratio, increasing ratio is fixed. 40, 42, 44, 46. If the increasing ratio is fixed, then it is called uniform acceleration. If it is increasing in any ratio, suppose in first test it is 42 and second test 44, it is acceleration but not uniform acceleration. But increasing ratio is also fixed, then only it is called uniformly accelerated motion. And this graph is non-uniform accelerated, non-uniform acceleration. And suppose the graph is like this. Time, velocity. If it is straight line, it is called uniform accelerated motion. See here, there are 4 situations in the velocity time graph. First, if it is straight line, we can say that object is moving with uniform motion, uniform speed. If it is like this, it is non-accelerated motion. If it is straight line, it is called object is moving with accelerated motion. Suppose our graph is like this. This is velocity, time on x-axis, velocity on y-axis. If it is like this, coming down, so this type of motion is called retarded motion because the velocity is decreasing here. Not accelerated motion, it is called retarded motion. And if the graph is like this, in any way it is going. So, it is called non-uniform motion because up and downs are there. Here accelerated motion, again retarded motion, again accelerated motion, again retarded motion. So, this is non-uniform. So, there are 3 situations for the distance time graph, and there are the 4 situations for the velocity time graph. Now students, it's time for preparing your fair books. In the fair book, what you have to write? First of all, you have to write difference. Number 1, distance and displacement. Second difference, scalar quantity and vector quantity. Third, speed and velocity. Question number 1, question 2, define uniform motion, non-uniform motion, and number 3, acceleration. In acceleration you have to write formula and units. Why units? It can be meter per second, it can be kilometer per hour. So these you have to write in your fair book. This is the starting of the chapter for your fair book. Write question number 1, question number 2. As we go further, I will tell what you have to write in your fair book. Now, time for today's homework. Graphs. Draw graphs for 3 situations of distance, time graph, and 4 situations of, here 3 situations, 4 situations, velocity, time graph. This is your homework for today. But remember one thing, for this homework you don't have to use the graph paper. But the same thing, you should draw in graph paper, cut the graph paper in 2 parts and stick that graph paper in your fair book. So this is also you have to write in your fair book. So what the things for fair book? Question number 1, differences. Question number 2, definitions, and question number 3, draw these situations in a graph paper and make the small pieces and paste that pieces in your fair book. Start writing your fair book. It is the part of your internal marks, and when we meet, your fair book will be checked. So don't miss it. Start writing in your fair book, otherwise your burden will increase for all the subjects simultaneously. So take care about this and draw these situations. You have to draw in your homework, not in a graph book, but in a fair book. You have to draw in the graph book and stick in the fair book. Okay students? Bye. Take care.